Hey, everybody. Just checking here to see if we're live. Maybe not. Okay, right now. Okay, that's YouTube. Okay, people come in, see if they can find me here. Trying to set up notifications. But of course, I can't seem to find that. Do this. Okay, can't do that. Nice. All right, guys, here we are. Can you guys, real quick in the StreamYard chat, tell me if YouTube's working? Is that working there? Start this off. Hey, Chris, Jennifer, Amanda, Catherine, Lindsay, Sue. All right. So, I'm gonna read something that I've been writing for the past couple days, and it's a little pointed, but for this week, it's really this. There's a lot going on. I mean, there is so much, and the depth is it, there's a lot right now. The important thing we need to worry about is the town of Canton. Okay. Um, this vote that they're having, this is important. This is very important. If we have an audit and things come back that, you know, things need fixing, just get them fixed. It's not a big deal. We'll talk a little bit more about the audit itself in a little bit. But yeah. So it looks like this is my opening monologue type of a thing. Here we go. Any Canton resident that's going to take the time to attend the special town meeting with the intention of showing up to vote is going to do just that. These people believe in the democratic process and are not going to cause trouble or protest inside the voting area. There are many laws about political stuff, and that's a huge one. I mean, there are physical limits to where you can even hold the sign. A sign has to be a certain yardage from a voting booth. It's common sense. Um, so the residents that want to vote, okay, you Canton residents, that's your God-given right to vote. The right that you have is given to you and bestowed upon you uh, from all the people that have died, that have defended this country so that you can go and make a choice for the better or for the worse. You get to make that choice, Canton residents. Um, I've been watching like Band of Brothers and stuff like that recently. Um, Saving Private Ryan. It really is that the sacrifice the greatest generation they call them. Well, how do you repay the debt of somebody giving their life so that you have these God-given unalienable rights? Just recently there are 4 police officers who are not going to now going to be sued in court. Okay, 4 Canton police officers are going to court. Why? Right? Why? Why are they going to court? Well, they decided to go and record some citizens that were doing exactly what their God-given right said and allowed them to do. No one can interfere with that, badge or not. Not relevant to law enforcement in any way. But they did it, and now your town is gonna get cost you a whole bunch of money. So instead of like stopping the bleeding and saying, okay, we may have made a mistake. Nope. The chief doubles down. Yep. No time. At no time has the chief come out and spoken to anybody about what we're doing. I think she said something about being held to a higher standard. Matter of fact, we can rewind the tape and go back to her exactly what she said. Exactly what she said. Matter of fact, yeah, we will go back to that. That's later. All right, let's go back to this here. All right, I've watched these ladies, the ladies in Canton. I'd love to name them, but it would be wrong because I'd forget somebody. All the ladies in Canton that are active here, they're awesome, all of them. I've watched them tirelessly devote hours and hours in the cold and in the rain to get the signatures. I've listened to them over and over, specifically describe what they were doing, why they were doing it, and then politely ask if someone would like to sign it. I've over and over and over again, I've heard it because they've usually been right near me. There was constant answering of questions, even the questions that I had. You know, I looked on with admiration, just seeing the struggle, the fight, the battle that all involved people putting in work, literal hours out of the day to eventually achieve an outcome that does nothing but benefit the whole community. These people are saviors. These people are working to better the town systems that from the outside can maybe be tweaked for the better. Maybe somehow the audit can find a way to be more efficient with what the town has now, but also what it may plan for the future. The chief is capable of this based on the flock camera issue that they have there. These were the same cameras. I'm sorry. Were these flock cameras used in any way to find out the identity of anyone attending the rolling rally? She's, again, on tape specifically said that's not what they're used for. So we'll see if she kept her word on that one. The cameras were a priority to the chief. Now the residents want accountability. The residents are curious about saving money as well as policies and procedures. Solo cups aren't cutting it. I mean, it is to the chief, right? Now the residents want accountability. And who can they turn to get that? The women of Canton are standing up and leading. I don't hear anything from the chief. To get where the town is at, to have the meeting itself is a tremendous accomplishment that can't be underappreciated. The time these residents have spent on the phone, knocking on doors, can't even be added up. All the work, time, and effort, and no one seeing the best part. The residents are engaging with each other, like neighbors, talking to each other in constructive dialogue, with the topic being a better Canton overall. How can that not be a win for Canton? Just that fact alone. Isn't that what community is about? Like, that's what it's about, right? You all live in the same town. We all live in the same state. You know, we're all in the same boat. Now, I'm not sure why anyone would vote against making an investment in the community. My boss would always welcome an audit, as it would always show the department was 1.7 to 2.0 bodies short based on the amount of maintenance and the depth of the maintenance that we had to do. Audit showed it every single time, so he was happy as could be. Why wouldn't the chief want that? An audit's going to say, hey, you're down 3 offices. Guess what? Got to hire 3 more officers, right? No, we got to hire 4. One to cover those 3 officers with their sick time, personal time, vacation time. You need to fill for them. So that's 4 you need. And that's a win. How can that not be good for Canton? How can that not be good for the Canton Police Department? Don't know. You know, and the best part is an outside company is going to do it. I mean, who doesn't want to embrace transparency, right? Makes 0 sense. Keep fighting the good fight, Canton. It's a beautiful town. It's time the adults run the show. And that's my opening dialogue. Hate to say it, but it's time. It's time that the people really, step up and make that vote. So, speaking of that, let's go over some stuff here. This is new. Let me see if I can share this with you guys. Share screen. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. All right. There we go. Methuen Police Chief pleads not guilty to corruption and fraud charges. I mean, whoops. What do you do about that? That's Methuen, right? Not far away. Happens. Oh, this guy. This guy. Huh. I have to, this guy is my hero. I didn't know about this till today. Sorry. Play. Trying to get the sound. I get no sound, no sound, no sound. There we go.
In the woods. But I found what is going to be my permanent camp area. So luckily I found the path again. And it's really it's not too defined, the path, which is good. I'll be able to stay out here all winter without anybody bothering me, I hope. And I'll keep my eye on the weather to see when it's dropping below my negative 10 degrees. I stay out here. So I'm going to stay on the North Shore, and I'm going to keep traveling between those cities and getting to know the populations of homeless people and learning as much as I can, getting as many interviews and stories as I can, and trying to survive with what I got. I have no job, no money coming in. This is it.
All right. Let's stop it right there. Is that not amazing? He's he's living with amongst the other people, and it. Wow, he's writing a book to help them. I mean, this guy is amazing. He's living in the woods, like, just it's cold out. Cold, yeah. Next page. this. Oh, this is awesome. Amazing. Is that not amazing? I mean, really. They were running in a marathon. Free Karen Reed shirts on. That's, yeah, I'm good. They win that one. Fabulous. They did good running too. Both of them. Amazing. Amazing. Um, I had to show you them. They needed time on the air. They were really, really awesome. I did that. Let's see. Um, oh, you know what? Do I have that spooled up, don't I? I have something already ready to go. Just gotta find it. Yeah. Um, I saw something when I was just hanging around. Oh, here it is. Let me get this up. We'll talk about this a little bit. Let's get this shared. Doo-doo-doo. Where did you go? Oh, there we go. That's why it's in this one. Share this. All right, boys and girls. Any guess where we're gonna go? Play. Come on now, play. That is a Canton Police Department. Absolutely, Nick. Beautiful house. Isn't that a beautiful house? Is that a Ford Edge? I don't know what that is. Looks like a Ford to me. God bless America. Oh, it's a black screen. You can't see this. Oh, that's why. All right. Try it again. Share screen. Do this. Right. Then I'll open it up. Do you guys happen to see that? All right. For whatever reason, that ain't playing. Well, it's a beautiful house with a Canton. You know what I'll do? I'll put them together with um the other neighbor's house. How about that? Yeah. I got some pictures that'll kind of come out pretty good. All right, let's share some more stuff. What are we doing here? What is this? Got that. This. Here. Here we go. So proud of my new extended family. Canton Police Headquarters. CPD has their First Amendment law. Imagine that. So, I was watching a stream with Andrew Bustamante. He's a spy, and this is what it comes down to. Okay, people got three lives. Okay, they have a public life, the life that everybody that you want everybody to see. That's your persona, who you are as a person, right? That's your public life. Then you have your private life, where um, things your wife would know about you, like where do you leave your shoes when you come in? Do you hang up a jacket? Do you throw it on a chair? Things your wife knows, like private stuff, their own personal stuff. And then there's your secret stuff that you only tell that one person in your life, that type of thing. So there's three different types of personas, we'll say. But within each one of them, well, most likely the first one, you can be 1,000 different people. So 1,000 different people. You can be 1,000 different people while still being yourself. Think about that for a minute. If you walk into a room and you read the room, you can change to fit the room and still be who you are. If you walk into a meeting, you can change to fit into that room. If you go to a football game, you can change to fit into that environment, but still be yourself. All these people that support Canton and love Canton, the depth of love that they have, the public life that you see who they are, when you talk to them, they bring you into their private life, that middle life that is private, that is close to them. That's how much depth and caring these people of Canton have. And you can see them. They're out there on the rain day. They're out there when it's cold, windy, rainy. Absolutely. So let me do this for Nick real quick. I'm gonna go to the page and pull up his raffles. Now I gotta say something about Nick and Jenna. They are, without a doubt, the best thing to ever happen to this movement. Those two people are I mean, I saw something today, and I don't even want to get into it. It's laughable. People don't know. Again, public life, private life, secret life. Where somebody lets you in amongst those three different parts, lets you know who that person is. And it's real. That's who they are. The Roccos absolutely welcome you into their private life if you know them. They're that nice of people. And that goes without question. So, anything anyone has to say, it's irrelevant. Doesn't mean anything. It's unless it's good, I'm all in. If it's something negative, don't waste your time talking to me about it because I don't want to hear about it. Because it's just bullshit. All right, here goes the page. Nick, I need you to tell me specific what page, like what specific giveaway we're doing now. All right, Nick. There was one about an hour ago. You did your wheel. You do that all the time. You're pretty good at that. You like the wheel. Nick likes that wheel. I know he does. All right. What's this? Yep. Sent. Bang. What's this? New giveaway. Where are we? Nope. Nick, can you message me exactly what you want me to show? And I absolutely will put it up. Yeah, I mean, anything that we can do for Karen, we got to do for her, and whatever we can do for Aidan, man. Let me just say that about that. Back in the day, there was only 11 people, and he wrote and he wrote and he kept writing and he kept writing and he kept writing. And he expanded, and he had growing pains, and he got through them, and the blog was blowing up, and then the whole live thing, and that was all new, and he adapted, and and he's evolved to to a journalist that people can relate to. You know, if he did the news, everybody would watch it because they'd be able to relate as to what's going on, the way he writes his stuff. And for him to take a break, listen, when I go to a protest, when I go to when I go to a standout, when I go on anything, it takes mental out of you. It takes a lot out of your brain, and I don't know how he's able to keep at the level that he's been without burning out. I couldn't do it. Just the amount of mental that goes into it. I don't think people realize how deep and how much it actually, takes out of you. The glare. I woke up the other night, 1:30 in the morning. Typical. Boom, out of bed, 1:30, wide awake. The glare is on at 1:00 in the morning. Featured. Got it. So the glare is on 1:00 in the morning, and I'm watching him and laughing. He's on till like 2:00. It was a good time. All right, I found what I needed to find, boys and girls. Let me share this. Aha. Erica. One thing, timeout. Erica and Nick. On a side note, I love both of you to death. You're both amazing, amazing people. That's something special, something separate. Only Nick and Erica know. You both rock. I love you both. Star driving. Can't believe the things that this lady's doing for people. She's talking about being busy. Wow. All right. Following up on Erica's post for a newbie question asking, the frame video is a great place to start. The video's been featured, have a lot of comedians in the group, but please don't be discouraged from asking questions. I and plenty others are happy to try and answer questions regarding the case. Okay, what's this? No, that's that. 50 red flags. What's this? Notice, notice the curbing on the side of the street. Notice the curb on the right. Now, everybody, look at this. This picture right here. See that curbing? They're saying Karen hit John on the grass. That's where the taillight fragments were found, on the grass. So she would have had to jump this curb at 22 miles an hour and wipe out in the entire front yard of the house. You would not miss that. She would have taken out the mailbox if she took out John. Hands down, in the snow, 22 miles an hour in reverse. she would have hit the curb, jumped up out of control because it's rear wheel drive. It would have thrown the rear end up off the thing. She would have landed on the grass. She would have turned. It would have skidded out and made all sorts of grass marks all over the front of the lawn. You wouldn't have been able to miss it. No way. No way. No way. No way. Look at the curb. That curb. Okay. Enough of this. Go back. Stop this. Yeah. Stop that. All right. Let's go to this. I need to share this. I'm not sure if you guys have subscribed to Dave's channel yet, but Dave's putting out some really good content. Him and Dubs are doing a really good job. And the other guy, I keep forgetting his name, but I like him too. They're doing wonderful over there. So please, if you get a second, listen and subscribe to them. They've been doing really good. Let me find another thing to share real quick. See a screen. Where are microdots? Okay. Microdots. I checked microdots. Nothing new on microdots this week. The Glera. Nothing new in the Glera. Brandy Churchwell, 13th juror. I sent her an email and I invited her on my show. I want to show you this one. Everybody ready? Jesse's his name on Dave's show. That's right, Jesse. Jesse is great. So I have to show this. My play button.
Cops that lived in the immediate area around Brian Albert, including the deputy chief, Kelleher, who lived right across the street. The Alberts and their wives had all been at the top of the social pecking order in high school. Brian fought for his country in Iraq, and he's a decorated Boston cop. However, these are men that like to drink and like to fight. There were several Canton cops that lived in the immediate area around Brian Albert, including the deputy chief, Kelleher, who lived right across the street. The Alberts and their wives had all been at the top of the social pecking order in high school. Brian fought for his country in Iraq, and he's a decorated Boston cop. However, these are men that like to drink and like to fight. There were several.
Okay. Is that chat GBT thing? Is that what that is? Because I don't believe that real. Everything he said was true. I don't understand how that works. I'm confused. I really am confused how that whole thing works there. I mean, how do you go from Karen guilty to, well, you have this, you have this, you have this, you have this, and you have that? No. I also, this is one more thing I need to share with you guys. This is the same interview with Andrew Bustamante. This is a little clip I need to share with you guys. I just have to.
So the way that I approach this is through the lens of fulfillment. So I really believe that we are biological creatures, and there are subroutines running in your pink matter, whether you want them to be or not. And a lot of it has to do with just the 50% of you that's hardwired. And it's become fashionable to act like we are blank slates. We are not blank slates. The brain works in a certain way. And this is why humans are laughably predictable. And because of that, I think everyone is pushed violently by the winds of evolution to pursue fulfillment, which I have a formula for. A recipe is probably the right way to think about it. And the recipe is you have to work really hard. I can go into why, but you have to work really hard to attain a set of skills that allow you to serve not only yourself, but other people in a way that you find exciting. Like that's it. If you're doing that, then you will feel centered in your life. It doesn't mean that you won't go through grief. It doesn't mean that life won't get brutal at times, but it does mean that you have an orienting mechanism. In fact, I think it was you that said, in fact, what is life about? What's the meaning of life?
Yeah, it's all about self-respect.
Perfect. Okay. So it definitely was you. I've always told people the only thing that matters is how you feel about yourself when you're by yourself. Self-respect.
Yep.
You have to do something that makes you think you are worthy of respect. No one can give it to you. You can't stare in the mirror and say, I love you, I love you, I love you. It won't work. You have to do something that you believe is worthy of respect. And part of that, I think, for people to respect themselves is they have to do something that they think is exciting, but is also honorable in that it helps not only themselves, but other people. And so if you do that, then you'll have this core thing that will see you through the tumult of the ups and downs of life, loss, love, all that good stuff. And
okay, I'm gonna stop that right there. That's what I wanted to you know, life buddies. That's what it's about. You know, being true to who you are as a person. And no one can tell you, no one can tattoo it on you. It ain't happen. It's something that you have to do in order to fulfill yourself. And when you're alone with yourself and you feel that comfortableness, it's a wonderful thing. You can do anything. And these people that live in Canton, and the men and women, like I've been talking about the women in Canton, they're wonderful. But the men also, they put a lot of work in. You know, they care about Canton. They love Canton. I don't see how. Again, I don't see how people would want to vote against an audit. An audit can look at the police department and say, you know what? The fire department's using the same police scanner. Well, we can get a deal on 50 radios instead of 25. Or the antenna you're using, we can borrow so-and-so's antenna and bounce our signals off of that for free. Or we can use the same server, save $10,000. I mean, there's all different ways that an audit, especially nowadays, and technology's come a long way. What if they said that this software, if you buy it for $100,000, will save you $4 million a year? Do you buy it? Absolutely buy it. That's an investment. You make an investment in your company, investment in your community, investment in your town. Why would the people of Canton not want that? It's kind of, you know, I don't understand. You people of Canton have an absolute opportunity on your hands. You have the biggest opportunity you think anyone's ever had, even. I mean, you have a chance to turn this around. You have a chance. You have a chance of making this better. Every single one of you that are listening to me that live in Canton, you have absolutely that this is an absolute opportunity to do the right thing and prove to the world that it can be done. This is your tea party, Canton. Time to throw the tea overboard. Let's go. You can do it. You know, it's sad. It's really sad. Let's see. The young jerks. They have been doing a lot. They did a lot about the selectmen's meeting. Thank God he streams that stuff. You know, big shout out to him. Matter of fact, let's do this. You guys. Window. Let me open it up here first. uh, um, here we go. I gotta share this. There you go. Me and Mike. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. You know, again, when you meet somebody, you know their persona, you know who they are as their in their personal life. I'm sorry, in their public life. You know, hi C Star, how are you today? Um, his public life is who he is. He's straight up. He's the guy. He's an absolutely wonderful gentleman. Um, and and the dog he had, my God, I gotta show you the picture of the dog. The dog was awesome. We'll go next. It will. There we go. Dog kept licking my face. So what an awesome, awesome, awesome dog that he had there. That was well worth the time to see him. What else? What else? Oh, let's do this. Did that come up? There we go. Okay. We'll do this. My banner come up at the bottom. I didn't have it on. I'm sorry. If people want to donate, okay, I please I recommend and I say if you can, please donate. This is for a good cause. All the money goes directly to these people. It's an absolute dynamite cause. Donate to Karen Reed, her defense fund. She needs some money to put in her war chest. I'm sure that money that she has is going quick based on the people that she has to hire. I would think that they're pretty expensive. I mean, look at her 2 lawyers. They're like amazing. And anybody would want them as their lawyer, regardless of what they charge. That's just who you want. So she did good with that, but she still needs money, right? So we're trying to get, I don't know where it's at now, but I know we're trying to get 250 before the date for a court date. Turtleboy, next giveaway. All right, let me look for next giveaway while I'm talking. Nick, if you message me, I can pull it up that way, Nick. Did you do that? Nope. You guys, I have to get this out to you guys. It's important. And I'm looking for it under featured. It's not, I don't see it here. I see the bracelets that Nick has. Keychains that are pretty cool, the lanyards. I'm looking. I can get rid of that page. We did that. Guy, he's good. Karen Kelly, we don't need to talk about her. She spoke at the selectmen's meeting and she doesn't live in the town. So I guess this past practice dictates that other people can now speak at the microphone if you don't live in the town of Canton. That's pretty good. The Glera. Yep. He was going over the Aidan's charging documents. I'd like to see what he says about the documents that are recent that are out. I haven't even had a chance to look at them. I downloaded them and then I started to look at them and I didn't get a chance to go through them. So for me to even think about discussing the challenges that Aidan has, I can't. And it'd be wrong to even attempt to go there because it's just No. All right. We can do this. Ah. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm there. Giveaway sections 2 this week. Patriots tickets that go toward the Turtleboy Defense Fund and some bags. All right, here we go. Got it. Okay. The Patriots tickets are for Turtleboy and the bags are for Karen. Okay. I don't want to. Yes. Okay. Nick has Nick's always doing giveaways. Nick is always going above and beyond with his giveaways. He gives away like $1,000 item, and to try and raffle it. For example, I'm only for example, Jesus, don't have if Nick had an item for $1 and somebody bought it for 50 cents, Nick wouldn't think twice about it. It's just that's how he is. He donates so much stuff. Make sure to check out the giveaways in the featured section. There are 2 this week. The Patriots tickets go toward the Turtleboy Defense Fund, and the bags go towards Karen, to her fund. Hey, boys and girls, need to know about that. Wow, Nick, the 50-yard line, really, bud? Really? Oh, all right. I can share this page. Hold on. Yep, this is nice. Watch this, guys. As I was saying, check this out. Look at these seats. Huh? That sucks, huh? Huh? Yeah. Wow. Look at the view. Jesus. All right, tickets for that are given away. That's nice. Check this out. Coach bag. You serious? All right, Nick. That color doesn't go with anything anyway that you have, so I can see why you'd want to give that away, Nick. Yeah. These are beautiful, bud. Jesus. Wow. Yeah. This is definitely doable here. Okay, here we go. The Patriots tickets. These tickets for the Patriots game, these go to Turtleboy. Section 131, row 28. Patriots for the Chargers. Nice. Nice. Okay. And then these bags here, these 2 bags, these, if you do the raffle here, you get to do these too. Man, that's some serious stuff, guys. I like the Patriots tickets myself. Wow. Again, that's just amazing. Also, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, the dispatcher Janelle. She took one for the team. She did. She really did. And she needs some oil in her tank. It's getting cold out. She really needs a job. So if anybody out there has a job for a dedicated, a professional, an amazing worker, someone that will be there every day, someone that's trustworthy, someone that will make your company grow, someone that will be proud of you. Yeah, I got a lady that needs a job real bad. And she's really, really good. Put her in anything, she'll excel. She's that type of person. if you have a job, try and get in touch with me. I'm not too hard to find. I can get to her. She would definitely appreciate that. I would appreciate that. And again, if you're gonna send donations, they go to Karen, the Turtle Boy, and the dispatcher. Those are all 3 bags. Yeah, they're all. Wait a minute, are all 3 Coach bags? Nick, are the other 2 bags Coach also? I think those are Coach bags too. That I wouldn't doubt it. Knowing them. Yep, I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, all 3 bags. Am I reading that right? The hot dog man. Hey, Brian. Brian, my buddy. How you been, buddy? Thought so. You're wrong. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, feel better. A lot. Let's see what else am I got. LTL. Yes. LTL. I think he did an interview with Aidan. I think I don't think I finished that one. I don't think I finished that one when he was going over the court filings, but that's on my list. All right, close that. I mean, amazing. The giveaway in the bags. The bags all. It's just amazing. You guys are awesome. So all you gotta do is donate, I believe. Yeah, you guys are amazing. A Lululemon fanny pack, a Lululemon duffel bag, a Coach wristlet. It's a $20 donation to Karen's Defense Fund to get an entry. So every $20 that you donate, you get an entry to win the bag. Once a donation is made, you message the donation in the comments, and then they put your name on that wheel and they spin it, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Nice stuff. Patriots tickets, dynamite. Okay, the Patriots, $20 donation to the Turtleboy Defense Fund. No, it says unlimited entries. If you have $100, throw the $100 in, you have 5 entries. That's how that works. Once a donation is made, you put your message in the screenshots. Those are nice tickets. Wow. All right. Do I have more pictures? I think I have some more pictures I want to show you guys. Not those. What's here? Yeah, this is what I want to show you guys. This is what I want to show you. Let's just share screen. Yeah. How's that? See that? Can we do this? Will this work? No, it doesn't. I can only zoom in so much. But there you go. Come on. So that is the curb that she would have had to drive over with her vehicle at 22 miles an hour. Now, mind you, she was drunk, didn't know where she was. It was snowing out. And she drove over the curb. Really? And they're finding bits of taillight pieces on the grass. That's not possible. Oh, is that who that was? Tom Cunningham? Was he the pointing guy? Like you get one and you get one and you get one at the meeting? Was he that guy up front pointing at people? That Tom Cunningham? No? That guy was pretty funny. You know, I was gonna pull up. You know what? I have to. I have to pull this up. Oh my goodness, I did not want to, but it's bothering me now. Oh, where is it? Hold on, boys and girls. This one's worth it. Where is it? 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 I saved it. I saved it on my phone. It was so. I'm pretty sure I got it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I got it. I like this one. Now, remember, people. Yeah. Yeah. Remember. Okay. Zoom in on these guys. No, can't let me. Remember now. There's no inappropriate relationship between these two. I just got to make that clear, okay? These two are not a couple. There's nothing going on there. But that guy to the right, that guy over here in the right hand side, he found pieces of the taillight on the grass, which means Karen would have to jump the curb to hit him for the taillight to be on the grass. But he found the taillight pieces on the grass while he was driving for no reason whatsoever. Oh, he was on medical leave, but he drove by the scene, stopped, got out, found it, supposedly found it. Now, no harm, no foul. He's just being a good chief of police. However, you have this chief of police. So you get two chief of polices. So which one is it? I don't understand. Which chief got called that day? Who called what? Because the chief gets notified when there's an unnatural death every single time. Which one got called? They're not going out. They're not a couple. There's nothing inappropriate. And matter of fact, Helena Rafferty said that she should be held to a higher standard. Imagine that. A higher standard. Of all people who said that. How? How is that being held to a higher standard? It's no, come on. You can say anything you want, which you are, obviously. Let's just wait for it to come out, Wait till it goes to trial. Yep. Wait till it goes to trial. You're damn right. Wait till this goes to trial. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun to see Karen's defense team put you on the stand and put Michael Lank on the stand. And I think they can ask Lank about Birchmore while he's on the stand. I do believe it's right because it's relevance. I think they can pull relevance out of that and make him have to talk about the Birchmore case. I'll have to check on that. Yeah. Like my ding dongs. Kelleher didn't come out of the house. He did not come out of the house. He didn't have to. He had cameras looking out front. Matter of fact, let me show you my Kelleher video. I got a Kelleher video. Let me pull it up here. Just so everybody knows. I mean, it's without a doubt, it's factual. It's not like you can't find it or just go and look at his house. Where are we? Videos. Kelleher, where are you? Oh, I know why. Yeah. I hid it. So let me unhide it. Manage. That's why it's not there. Yeah, so let's play this. Deputy Chief Camera, unlisted. No. Oh boy, here we go. Publish. Boom. Okay, I'm going to share this for you. This is my video I made. This is the Deputy Chief's house directly across the street from 34 Fairview. Directly. Tell me I'm wrong, right? So how is that possible? How how can how can oh, I see that name GM? What you yet who lives 4 blocks away? Uh, I'm just checking because I want to see if you want to, if this is anything. This one. Canton. 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 Right there. Canton. Canton, please. That a Ford Edge? What is this? What is that? That a Ford Edge? What is that? I have a property. God bless America. It's definitely his house. Yeah. That's the guy. That's the other guy's house. Yeah. GM banged it. Yep. You got bingo. Yep. So it's not like we don't know who did what. We don't know who, the players here. That the problem that we have is the government, i.e., Morrissey's office. They're using their power to silence a journalist. That this whole thing hinges upon that. Aidan was instrumental in the selectmen's meeting and getting people to look at it and say, "Hey, these guys don't know what they're doing," because they don't. He was instrumental in breaking the Kearney case. Definitely they did not want that to come out. And now they arrest him. Brian, that's Lank's house. That's the cruiser they take when they go on their lunch break. When you're doing the desk duty, you drive your personal car to the station. Then at lunchtime, you take the station vehicle to home in case something comes in or whatever. You need to get out of the house quick, or you're always on duty. That type of thing. Back to the journalist. I was there when Aidan won his first award. It was the funniest thing because nobody wanted to go up in front of anybody. We were all scared because nobody knew who Turtleboy was. Nobody knew. And he won this award from Worcester. Best publication or something like that. And nobody wanted to go get the award. Somebody went and got it. And then the next year they ran it, he won it again by like a lot. It was a smoke show the second year. He got another award. So he is a journalist. He's been writing for quite a long time. He actually wrote about the state police, and a whole bunch of them like retired and left and were gone. And geez, where are we now with the state police again? You don't think they have like an axe to grind? The professional manner. As a public official, you take the heat. You deal with it. That's how it is. You suck it up. That's what you signed up for. You signed up to be treated like shit and get paid well for it. Because $230,000 a year is getting paid pretty damn good for what, driving an eighth of a mile away? I'm sorry. No, it's probably more like a third of a mile away to work. That's tough. Must be a tough commute. Do you have a key to the evidence locker, I wonder? I wonder if you have a key to the evidence locker, Mr. Lank. Does anybody know if Lank's got a key to the evidence locker? That's my next question. Oh, by the way, my Freedom of Information request, boys and girls. I put a Freedom of Information request into Miss Helena Rafferty. And she came back and she said, let's see if I can pull that up here quick. Probably not. Google Mail. No. Yep. Yeah. It's buried down too deep in my email, I think. Yeah. She said, I did a Freedom of Information request for Brian Wantless and all his records. I wanted his timesheets and stuff. and she wouldn't give them to me because she told me that it's part of an ongoing investigation. So now we know Brian Wantless is involved in an investigation. I don't know what type of investigation he's involved in, but I asked specifically her for this information, and she came back and specifically told me that it's under investigation. So that kills that one. I went and I got the budget, and I have to sit down and look at that to see how much a year they're spending on certain things. If their IT budget is $300,000 a year, and she's telling me that she doesn't have space to back up her data from a body cam, that's literally a freaking stick like this, lady. This is the size of the freaking recorder right here. It records a little stick. They're on sale. That's right, Brian. Brilliance Autobot. I asked for any invoice from the Canton Police Department to Brilliance Auto, and of course that was also under investigation. I didn't get any invoices, so I get nothing before or nothing after. And Bob, you're right. All they have to say is, nope, that's under investigation. But is it really? How am I to know that there really is an investigation going on with Brian Wantless? He retired. He left. He doesn't work there anymore. So how is he under, like, what? He's private citizen. You can investigate him as thoroughly as you investigated Aidan and all the people that went to that rolling rally, right? Right? You better be. Well, that's discrimination. And there will be a class action lawsuit. And then you'll lose again. You guys got to take the First Amendment stuff, like, got to take them courses where they teach you that stuff. I learned it when I was in the academy. I don't know what you guys got taught, but man, the protest was on investigation. Oh my God, help me. The protests. Wow. Feelings. That's all it is. Feelings. You know? Man. Yeah. Yeah, they use the snow blowers to they use snow blowers to remove the sand, because it was that powdery, real light stuff that just blows away. And they found the glass. They found glass under his body, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, where was his phone? You know, and you know who I keep checking Brandy Churchwell, the 13th juror. You know, I asked her to come on because she's really, really good with data. Is there any knowledge of Canton PD protecting the scheme? Negative. It was the scene was abandoned. They took John, took him away. The cops took care of the ladies, got their stuff, and yeah, they were dealing with Karen. They weren't dealing with the crime scene. Even though they knew it was a crime, but it happened. They did not secure the crime scene. They left. Yeah. State police came after them. I don't know how long that the scene was left alone, but I mean, you have video of residents walking right down the street. Can't have that. Rule 1 in the academy: protect the crime scene. Rule 2: no one in, no one out. That's it. Fact, done. I saw a report today. Yeah, I wonder if I can pull that up real quick. I saw a report today that was made my head kind of shake. And while I'm there, You know, if you were in a car and you came across a dead body, what would you do? What would you do? Would you jump out and go over to the person and see if they're even awake? Would are they breathing? Are they like sleeping? What do you do? What if it's the person you invited over the house that's laying in the grass? What do you do? Well, let's see. Karen, she ran out and tried to save his life. Kerry Roberts ran out and tried to save his life. And who stayed in the car? Who stayed in the car? Who was it? Who stayed in the car? Scene was wide open for most of the day. I agree. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Smitty, we got even something better. You're absolutely right about the satellite photos taking snaps of this. You're right. I mean, I think there's a balloon they have flying in Washington D.C. and you can't drive a bike without them knowing where you go, and it's all recorded and saved into a disc so they can go back and rewind it and fast forward it and stuff. Yeah, but better yet, the cameras that are on the deputy chief's house, well, they go to Google. That's just a little document that the lawyer's got to send to Google to get that footage. Oops, did you remember that? The Google Nest stuff, the footage? Because it's stored on Google. You can, you really don't delete it. I gotta do something here. All right. That's why I'm not okay. So you get 3 women in the car, 2 jump out to save her life. The third that invited the person over, she just doesn't come out of the car whatsoever. She sits in the car and does nothing. And then I read a report referring to the night of the Ford Edge. Better yet, we have a plow driver that was trying to plow the street, and the plow that he has, it's an 8-foot plow. Street 6.5 feet wide, so it goes over the other side. He came down the street to plow, but there was a car parked. There was a Ford Edge parked exactly where John's body was. I'll go to Google Earth and show you. He couldn't plow the street. The plow truck driver couldn't come down the street because there was a Ford Edge blocking the way, right where the dead body was. And again, Aidan broke that story. Aidan interviewed the plow driver. Yep. Yep. Did the state police do that? Nope. State police only interviewed the plow driver after Aidan interviewed him. Let me show you this from the screen so you let me show you guys real quick. Share screen, Google Earth, share. Okay. The house to the right, that's Kelleher's house. Big house. And his let me do this. Oh, print screen. There we go. Share this one instead. Hold on, guys. Stop sharing. Share this one. Did my paint thing go? No, no, no. Yes, here we go. Okay. This is Kelleher's house. This camera would do this. This one would do this. Okay. And this is for this. This is Kelleher's house. John's body is found here. Okay. That's where his body was found. Taillight pieces. I'm going to make them a different color altogether. Make them this color. They're saying they found taillight pieces on the grass. What they're not telling you, and what they're definitely not showing you, is for her to back up this way to hit John. She would have had to go on the grass. It's plain as day. The road curves. It was snowing out. She was drunk. 24 miles an hour with somebody that's not used to driving backwards 24 miles an hour. And you're telling me that happened? Really? I'd love to see the mechanics of this as to where the actual impact location is to where the body location is. And guess what? Let me let you know a secret. If she hit him, it'd be the other way around. You would have the fragments where his body was and his body where the fragments were. Flip it around, boys and girls, you idiots. Doesn't work that way. It can't work that way. It can't work the other way either. But this way, if she hit him, the taillight pieces break where the impact is, not where the body is, where the impact is. Impact, you're telling me, is on the grass. Okay? His body's on the grass. But not that way. It don't work that way. The fragments come before the body, not the body before the fragments. I'll let you know a little bit about physics, people. Wow. I don't get it. I don't get it. Hey, Paul. Paul, my guy here. Paul's a great guy for Canton. Stands out in the cold. Great guy. Suzanne, hi. Yeah. Rush hour. He was rallying the troops, right? Yeah. Again, you can't get there. And the deputy chief's cameras would have picked up shadows. It would have picked up a vehicle. It would have picked up exactly what happened. So why would he not want that video out? Why would anyone not want? Why did the state police not ask for video? Remember microdots? Microdots showed you what a proper crime scene is supposedly supposed to be. Snow or rain or whatever. A crime scene is a crime scene. Better yet, it's one of yours. Really? It's a cop. You're not going to give this a little extra? Little extra? Just a little extra? But the gangbangers in Braintree, you're going to go all out for them, right? What? More time and a half? Is that what it was? Speaking about time and a half, Proctor, you weren't even supposed to work, were you? No, you weren't. Isn't that funny how you just end up working that day? I know you weren't scheduled to work that day. I'm positive of that one. But yet you showed up. How is that possible? How does the state police allow people to make their own schedules? Oh, I want that dead body. I want this dead body. Well, I want the baby. I want the dead baby. I mean, who signs up and says, "Oh, I'm gonna"? No. It goes in rotation. And yet you just decide you're gonna go all your own. Must be that Proctor intuition. You and your wife got that thing going. She's got it going with Jen McCabe. You got it going with, Rafferty or somebody. Somebody called you. I don't know who called you. She must have called you, or Berkowitz called you, but one of them had to call and say, hey, So people, we have a chance. We have a chance to make a difference. Everybody here that's listening to my voice, you have an absolute stellar opportunity in your hands to make Canton so much better. I was driving through Canton and I saw these signs that says, please support our police officers, or we support our police officers. You know what? That's awesome. They're for the vote. They're for a yes vote. Those are the people we want. Those signs, we're for the police officers. We are, because an audit's going to make their job easier. It's going to make them more efficient. It's going to save money. It's gonna show you what needs more training, and of course you got to pay to get trained. So they're going to make money getting training. So they shouldn't be cared about that. But maybe they've come up with another piece of technology that they don't have that they need. That's what an audit does. I saw those signs. We support our police. We do. We absolutely support our police. GM, I'm working it, baby. I'm working it. I'm working the other angle here. Them signs that say we support our police, we absolutely do. We want to support our police, and we need an audit. That'll support them. They may need a new car. They may need another new truck. The audit will tell us that. Okay. We support our police. That's what the audit does, is goes and looks at all these things where they spend money and what can we do better and whatnot. So we all want the same thing, right? A better Canton, right? Doesn't the chief want a better Canton? Yeah. Oh, she's stuck in the status quo. We're going to keep it the way it is because things are fine. There's no problem whatsoever. Right? Yeah. They tried to scare people by, again, I've seen fake Globe articles. I've seen fake articles. I've seen fake opinion pieces. I've seen so much fakery that I question everything now. And it's sad because sometimes I still get caught up on it. They put out a flyer saying that it's going to increase your taxes and the tax rate won't be set for a certain time because of this, blah, blah. All a lie. These are the people telling you this that are also telling you that we don't want an audit. Think about that for a minute. The same people are against an audit. The same liars are against having an outside company come in and look at the books and look and see what's going on. Go through the evidence locker, see what's there, see what's not there. Right? Who's got a key to that evidence locker? I bet you Lank's got one. I bet you he does. How much you want to bet? He's earned it. He's done. You got Birchmore case and you got this case. He's earned a key to the evidence locker. Whatever you want in there, just take it. Just make it go away. Be surprised at how that happens. Here's the here's the slip saying I destroyed $750,000. Okay, thank you. Make sure you put in time for that. Yeah. Chris Albert's a public figure. Time out. Time out. Chris Albert's on the selectmen. He's a public figure. Period. Dot. Period. Witness into a murder, witness to a beheading, witness to a car accident, witness to a vehicular homicide. No. Public figure. He's on the board of selectmen. You can't not be a public figure. Like that blows my mind. How? How are they saying he's a witness if he's a public figure? And now what? You have Wantless under investigation, we know. Every one of the freaking police officers is a witness to something, I guess. But that's their job. How the heck can they be a witness if it's their job? Your job is to witness this. You go out of your way to talk to Karen and get the information from her. You interpret it however you want to interpret it. No. Oh, 4 days later, let me call Officer Lank back. I remembered something. Yeah. I remember something. 4 days later. No. And these people are the same people that allowed this to happen. They allowed the murder of a Boston cop, and they allowed the framing of an innocent woman, and they allowed the unlawful arrest of somebody who's a journalist who's writing about this. This is warped. Like, really? It doesn't make any sense. You know what? I just thought about this. When the rest of the country watches this unfold, and it's going to come to an end. Eventually, it's all coming out. When it does, boy, the country's going to think that Canton's just a shithole. I mean, really. What do you compare it to? Whitey Bulger and the Winter Hill Gang? I mean, really? I mean, what are the depths of corruption that we have going on? You get Auntie Bev renting her beach house to one of the people that was inside the house where there was a dead body. Same case. She's renting out a beach house. I don't see how people who live in Canton and pay taxes approve of this in any way. I'm talking if this was your son or daughter on that lawn, or better yet, if this was your wife or your husband on that lawn, you'd accept this being okay? All of this being all right? You'd be okay with that, right? You would right now? The one watching me, listening to me? Well, what are you going to do about it? Stay in your house and do nothing? Yeah. Cowards do that. Do what people gave their life for you to be able to do. Go vote. You need to go vote, people in Canton. You need to vote. That will fix everything. That will send a message. Absolutely send a message. Guess what? We're done. We ain't playing around. First, we're going to clean up Canton. Then we're going to go clean up the district attorney's office. Then we'll go clean the state police up. One thing at a time. Yep. And speaking about that picture I had up, um, oh, you know what I didn't do? I'm sorry. I need to apologize to my buddy Bob in Canton, the flag guy. I need to apologize to him. I called him a bad word, and I know better. I shouldn't have got mad at Bob, but I did. I got really mad at Bob, and let me tell you why. When we were protesting the Canton Police Department, which is my right to do, and everyone else's right to do, by the way, our right. People died for us to be able to do that. And who I don't care who you are, no one got the right to say anything that we don't have that right. There was a flag on the ground under the Canton Police Department sign. Now, us protesters, we didn't leave the sidewalk. We were afraid to actually walk 6 feet off that edge and go onto to the town property, to the town. We were afraid to. I was afraid to. I didn't want to get hit with a no trespass charge. So I didn't go on the property. I left the little flag on the ground where it was when we got there. It was already on the ground. Go back and watch my video. It was on the ground. We didn't touch it. So Mr. Flagman pulls up, Mr. Bob Maffey. He pulls up and he sees the flag on the ground. And he starts yelling at me. There's 6 other protesters there, along with a couple other women. But guess what? Bob Maffey's going to yell at me about the flag on the ground, how disrespectful we all are being. And he's mumbling, and I walk away. And I turn around, and I'm thinking, you know what? He's mad that the flag's on the ground, and I don't blame him. Because I was mad, and I was going to go pick it up, but I didn't want to get arrested or no trespass, so I left it on the ground. Bob, I came back to tell Bob, hey, just like, dude, chill. Like, that was on the ground. He wasn't having it. And he dressed me down and drove off, driving away, screaming obscenities at me and the lady behind me, saying I didn't have a right. Well, Mr. Maffey, guess what? I'm sorry that I called you all those bad words. But I'm also extremely, extremely sorry that you don't know what the First Amendment is. You play a real good game with the flags, bud. You play it up real good with the whole, and the CD playing with the loud music, and I'm proud to be an American, and the anthem, and keeping it loud so you couldn't talk or have a dialogue with you, or even that American flag shirt that you wore when you got that award. You play a great role, Bob. Great role. Can't wait to see you again because I'd like to talk to you. Now, this guy, Bob, he invited Aidan down to the ball field and threatened to mace him and then have him jumped. Same guy. 100% same guy. So, Bob, you want to go play some ball, buddy? Let's go. More than happy, Bob. More than happy. MAF. Love your license plate, big guy. MAF. Massachusetts license plate. MAF. Guy drives a truck. His name's Bob. If you see him around town, make sure you give him the Canton salute. He deserves it. But I apologize for what I said to him. But at the same time, this is the guy that wants to mace somebody and get him jumped. He invited Turtleboy to the ball fields where he could mace him and get him jumped. This guy here, Mr. Flagman, I'm an American flagman guy. And it's the same guy that refused to even talk to me. So, yep. Bob Maffey. Yeah. Jim, if you go to, the Canton Vets, again, he puts on an awesome show, but he's a fake, he's a fraud, and he's a phony. And I'll be looking at Mr. Bob Maffey later on, a little bit deeper. Yeah. But I'm sorry I called him that bad name. I shouldn't have. But unfortunately, I've been watching a lot of World War II stuff recently. Band of Brothers, Saving Private Ryan. And it was us against the Germans. And they used another name for him. So when Bob told me that I didn't have the right and he was being tyrannical and telling me what to do, my only response was to call him an anti-American person that Bob's a German. How's that? Bob the German. Because he sure is an American, I'll tell you that. 100% not. Not when you want to mace somebody and bring someone down the ball field to beat them up. Come on. Grow up, Bob. Man, what a guy. Bet your wife's real proud of you, Bob. Matter of fact, your wife, I hear she's a sweetheart. I have all her information too. But we'll be talking about her later on, Bob. You let her know. But in the meantime, Bob, sorry I called you a bad German. You're one of them good Germans. Right, bud? So, for everybody protesting in Canton, don't quit. It's our right to protest. We have a right. People died for us to do that. You know that, right? I don't know how many people died fighting for that cause. We fought each other, for crying out loud. Civil War, you know? Enough. We don't need to go down that road anymore. They've already done that for us. Now we have the chance, we have the right to vote. People in Canton really need to take a good hard look and decide what do they want for their town. Do they want people like Rita in charge? Or do you want someone like Mrs. Rafferty in charge? I'd have Rita over her in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. My God, would Rita make an awesome police chief? Wow. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're saying vote for Karen Reed, you're now a political person and they cannot mess with anything political, not even the police. So if you say vote Karen Reed, while you're holding a sign, they can't touch you. They can't do anything about it. Vote Karen Reed. God gave me my unalienable right to protest. Bob Maffey ain't telling me I am not allowed to protest. Nobody telling me that I can't protest. It's my right. It's your right. It's everybody's right to do. All right, boys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been a night. This week I'm going to spend some time reading the stuff that Aidan's writing and reading the documents, like the actual court documents. I mean, it's oh my God, it's so much stuff, and I can't read it on a phone. I have to read it on my PC, and when I do, I have to highlight it. So I get out my, but I will be reading that this week because I don't see how, and this is what confuses me with that. This is such a First Amendment thing. Like, what about the people on the radio that do the same thing? What if he didn't have video? What if he didn't do video? What if it was all audio? What do you do now? Right? What if it's just audio? Take the video part of it away, but just audio. Well, would you still be able to charge him? You know? Yeah, I have that. Liz, it's funny you had that notification thing. I think I know why. I think I know why my notifications aren't going off. It's because I don't have 1,000 viewers. We need to be monetized. You need 1,000 viewers. I'm sorry, it's 1,000 subscribers. I have 882, so I don't think I'm allowed to have that notification button. I've been through my channel 8 different times. I almost deleted it and recreated it. I've been through the settings. I check the settings on my phone. It, I can't find it anywhere. Advanced settings I've been through. Yeah, so I'm really trying hard to figure out the notification button. Here we go. Everything's checked. Notifications, everything's checked. Everything is on. I don't get notifications. Subscriptions, channels, members only, recommended videos, activity, replies, mentions, shared, promotional, email, family, permissions, preference. Yeah. I'll figure that out. I'll keep figuring that out. Is there anything else? Any question you guys have? Boy, thank you, Mr. C. I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, I got a lot of other stuff on my channel too. If you look at, I think it's Karen Reed Lexus versus Canton, I think. It's all it'll show you that there's no way Karen could have backed into John because her car actually backs into the rear wiper of his vehicle, which pops the corner piece of her taillight off, that little corner piece, which means that that corner piece, they would have had to go back to John's house and get it and then bring it to Karen's, which guess what? It's kind of on the way. Somewhat. Lexus versus Avalanche is the video you want to watch. I took the measurements between the two. I took the measurements of her back of her tail light, and I took the measurements of the wiper, and they're pretty close, man. They're too close for me. So, again, if you want to donate, please, please, please donate to Karen, her defense fund, to Aidan, to his defense fund, or to Janelle, the dispatcher. I don't have any information about that, but I will be asking because I plan on going, and what they're doing, Scott, and for everyone else, just so you know, Canton, if you go to Canton to vote and you're a resident, you get to go into one room. If you are a Canton resident and you're not going to vote, you get to go into a different room, like the I think it's the cafeteria. And if you're an out of town person, you get thrown in the gym or the auditorium or something like that. So they're gonna segregate the people to Canton people that are there that don't want to vote to out of town people. I mean, I didn't think you could do that. I don't think you could segregate by race, creed, religion, or political affiliation. And by doing that, isn't that like, no? Well, either way, they got issues they have to deal with, without a doubt. Anything else? Scott. There's a standout in Weymouth Okay. Thursday, 3 to 7. No, 3 p.m. 711 Front Street. It's starting to get dark. And when you're gonna make signs, guys and girls, remember nowadays it gets dark early. So if you make signs, try and make some that have reflective on it. Some reflective. If you have reflective tape, you know, let reflective letters, glow in the dark stuff. You know, because it's getting dark and we don't want we want safe. We want people to be safe. So if you put some reflective tape on your sign, maybe you're a little more visible. It doesn't hurt either. 3 p.m. until dark. If they deem you a protester, you're removed from the location. I know, huh? You can't have reflective in. Oh, that's right. That's right. Chrissy's right. You can't have reflective on the signs. Only the state can have the reflective. But I think you can. I think I can. I'll have to look at that. All right. There's a standout in Kingston on Wednesday at 3:30. Tracy, where in Kingston? Is that right by the Howard Johnson's there? Right, like at that, right on heading down like 3A there. Glow in the dark paint. There you go. So, I mean, Kingston's not that far from us. It's like Kingston's is right. Kingston's one way and Weymouth's the other way. It's the same either direction. All right. Carol Kelly, yes, New Ponce Street overpass. That is. They always have one, don't they? Yeah, Route 3A is Tracy right by the Howard Johnsons. I know where she is. It's a really busy intersection. And a lot of people like they're in traffic there. So it's actually a really good spot to stand. Because in traffic, people are bored. They're looking around like, what's that sign say? You know, and then they get on their phone, they start looking at it. That's actually really good. Yep. If you're gonna go to the one in Kingston, use the Brothers Roast Beef and put that in your GPS and you'll get you right there. All right. Listen, I thank everybody tremendously for coming and listening in and trying to get up to date. I can't keep you up to date with what Aidan's going on. I'd love, I'd love to get him on my show to talk to him about that. I mean, it's just so what he's got is so much, and it's so it's groundbreaking actually. So I mean, he's got a lot of work he's got to do to prove what we all know, that is journalism, and it's nothing but journalism. It's not, you know, this is it's like them going after Howie Carr saying, we don't like what you're saying. Got to shut you off. But better yet, don't they do? They say, you know what? We're canceling the show. That's it. But he's not Howie Carr. More important than that to us. All right, guys and girls, remember, Canton, beautiful town, city. I mean, if you've been there, it's beautiful. The houses are beautiful. The people that live there are beautiful. You just think we can do better. I think you guys can do a lot better. I really do. And I only pray that the right thing happens for everybody. So I appreciate everyone that's here. I will be back. There'll be another one coming up. Look for my going live for the vote, town hall, Canton. Absolutely need to make that audit pass. That's that. If real quick, this is how I see it. We fixed the police department. police department then has to fix the state police, which then has to fix the DA's office. So by fixing one, you're bound and determined to fix at least one of the other ones. Maybe both. This case has the ability to do just that. Change all that. That's how important this Karen Reed case is. It's how important Aidan's case is. You know? So everyone, thank you so much. The dispatcher's using Venmo for her donations. She is. Yes. Yeah, I'll get you that wrench, Chris. Again, the dispatcher, if you have some money, throw her a little bit. She could use every penny, but better yet, if you have a job, she really wants a job. She's a hard worker. She's a great worker, great employee. So if you have a job, know a job, send it my way and I'll get it to her. With that said, everybody have a wonderful night. And again, I deeply appreciate everyone coming and spending some time with me here. And we're definitely going to get some more guests coming on. Rita, love to get Rita. What a wonderful person. Yep, no doubt. But you guys have all been wonderful, and thank you again. And in the meantime, I hope everyone stays nice and safe. Hope your whole family stay healthy, and you'll see me before Thanksgiving. Bye, everybody.